further out and maybe add in some other characters. I really have no idea. Like I said, playtime is there.
Hey guys, so welcome to Top 10 Comments Wise at Cedar Point. Now, say I did not write every wide, but I'm just going off their name and how easy they go on you. You know, they're not like in your face and like that's like the gatekeeper, Steel Avengers, and of course the Raptor. And the Raptor, but anyway, coming in at number 2. Win, seeker, or swing wide, or swing wide is what I call it. The swing wide is basically a slower version of the power of the tower of a slow version of Power Tower. Like you sit in a swing with another person with a lot of with like 40 other people, and you slowly go up. And when you're at the top, you spin around, get a view at most of Cedar Point, and even get to see the beast. And if you're lucky enough, get a glimpse of Cedar Shores, and even the breakers. It's a very cool ride, but I don't recommend it if you're afraid of heights. If you're afraid of heights, I don't recommend this ride, because it goes very high. And if you're dizzy, I don't recommend because the ride spins around. So yeah, you might want to skip this ride if you easily become dizzy or you're afraid of heights. Anyway, coming at number 9. At number 9, Snoopy's Country Balloon Ride. Now, this one, you can actually control how fast it spins. Again, if you're easily dizzy, become dizzy, you might want to skip this ride, but you go in a balloon. Let's say you're in the Japan balloon, one in the China balloon. You spin the thing to make the balloon spin. There's also a giant Snoopy statue for some reason, but hey, it's New Planet Snoopy. And everything has to be Peanuts related in the Planet Snoopy area. Fun fact, that's also where the wind seeker is. but still, this ride is a little fast, but it's still pretty calm. But again, it spins a lot, and I felt a little dizzy coming off the ride. So if you're easily dizzy, or you have a weak stomach, like, don't just kind of skip it, I guess. Number 8, the old cars. Now for this one, I want people to come from the Katy Kingdom one, because that one is going to be later on the list with the other ones. But the Peanuts one, and the one near the roller coasters, and the one near Steel Avengers. All these rides are easy. You just take control of a car and drive around. Probably one of the most simple rides in Cedar Point. Probably one of the most simplest carnival rides in the entire world. It's very calm and you can go at your own speed. But still, it's very calm and it's just kind of relaxing. It's going for a nice little car ride around the Cedar Point area. Well, not really, you're just going around some track. But anyway, number 7, the train. Now I'm not talking. Now, not to be confused with Snoopy's train, which will be later on the list, which we'll talk about later on this list. The train may be really noisy and frustrating because it goes around the park and blocks sometimes. Like, for instance, it blocks the entrance to Steel Vengeance. But the train is just a relaxing train around the park, and it can be pretty calm. But it might be bumpy. But if you have sensitive ears, you might want to stay far away from the train. Like, just saying, it's pretty loud. And you also might die if you stand in front of the train tracks, so move as fast as you can. Okay? Just don't stand in front of the train like an idiot, waiting for the train to like run you over. Just don't stand there like an idiot. Anyway, number 6. Number 6. Number 6. The trolleys. Now for this one, we'll be including both the bike ones and the air ones. The air ones is very calm and slow, but it's bumpy when you get on. But again, if you're afraid of heights, I don't recommend going on the air trolleys. While the ground one is slow and you go around the park and you're on the ground. So there's no real warning for that one. But the air one, you might want to regret riding it if you are afraid of heights. Just saying. Anyway, nonetheless, both are very calm and relaxing. Anyway, number 5. So yeah, the Kitty Kingdom. What's there more to say? It's slow, it's calm, and it's fun. I've never personally been to the Kitty Kingdom, but I think it's a pretty good spot, but it deserves a spot on this list. It's calm, it's slow, and the kids can have fun on it. And you can also take control of old car rides. And overall, you can have a great time. But anyway, moving on to number 4, we have the carousel, or the merry-go-round. This ride may have a catchy but annoying song, but it does add to the calmness and relaxingness of the ride. The ride's very slow and it goes up and down. But if you don't like it, there is horses that don't go up and down, and there are seats that you can sit down on. And it also goes around, which, if you have motion sickness, you might want to skip the carousel. But overall, it's a very calm and relaxing ride. Anyway, number 3. Number 3, the merry-go-round. Number 3, the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel takes you up and up, and you can see a lot of cool and nice things. But since it goes up and will stop at times, they're loading people. If you're afraid of heights, you might want to skip the Ferris wheel. But the Ferris wheel is still pretty calm. And number 2, Snoopy's train. Snoopy's train is like the other train, but it's less loud, but a lot more bumpy. It's slow and calm. You're like, what's more calmer than taking a train ride? Nothing really. Okay. No. Yes or no? No. This just adds to the joyness of the ride. Overall, Snoopy's train may be bumpy, but you go 2 times in a row. But it's overall calm. There's also cool comics that you can look while you're going on the train line, or when you're waiting in line to go on the train, or when you're getting on the train by the lady who runs the Snoopy's train ride. Number 1, the submarine. The submarine is very slow and relaxing, and to me, it's the calmest ride in Cedar Point. I really like this ride because if you went on crazy roller coasters like the Gatekeeper, the Laughter when it's to Vengeance, you can just take a nice calm ride on the submarine. It's very slow and it does stop, but that just adds to the enjoyness of the ride. This ride is very relaxing and I felt very confident when I got out of it. So that's my list for the top 10 most relaxing rides at Cedar Point. Anyway, stay tuned for the top 10 fastest rides at Cedar Point.